Masada Memory of an Inflexible Resistance. Sacrifice rather than surrender. Atop a rocky plateau overlooking the Dead Sea stands the fortress of Masada, now the last Jewish stronghold against the invading Romans. Inside the fortress, life seems to go on despite the shadow of war. Children run between the tents while their parents, both warriors and protectors, prepare meals and discuss strategies. The community vibrates with a mixture of daily life and military preparation, a striking contrast to the aridity outside. The atmosphere becomes tense as defenders reinforce walls and gates, sharpen weapons and stockpile provisions. Every stone laid and every spear polished are declarations of their determination to resist. In the distance, the threat becomes a reality. The Roman legions advance, a tide of iron and discipline. Their siege equipment is impressive, ready to break the will and walls of the fortress. Commander Eleazar ben Yair, figurehead of the resistance, galvanizes his troops. His face is marked by resolution, every word a call to endurance and bravery. The Romans quickly established a siege, surrounding Masada with a circumvallation wall. They isolated the fortress, cutting off all escape routes. In spite of this, life at Masada continued with great tension. The inhabitants drew strength from their daily routine to hold out. The construction of the Roman assault ramp added palpable pressure. Using slaves, the Romans advanced inexorably. From the top of their ramparts, the defenders watched the enemy's progress with growing anxiety. They attempt a night counterattack, an act of desperation and courage. Torchlight illuminates their determined faces as the fighting intensifies. Wounded but resolute, the survivors of the night sortie return to the fortress. The war council that follows is somber. Eleazar and his lieutenants weigh up their meager options. Meanwhile, the Romans complete their ramp, preparing for the final assault. In an impassioned speech, Eleazar exhorts his followers to choose a free death over servitude. Families prepare for the worst, exchanging heart-rending farewells. Men prepare their weapons for the ultimate sacrifice. When the Romans finally break down the gates, they discover not defenders ready for battle, but the silence of death. The bodies of Masada's inhabitants lie together, having chosen death on their own terms rather than defeat. The fortress, now empty, offers a solemn panorama of the surrounding mountains. The stillness is poignant, a mute testament to resistance and sacrifice. Centuries later, visitors from all over the world come here to pay homage. Masada remains a powerful symbol of courage and sacrifice. Don't forget to subscribe, so you don't miss any episode of our show.